In this video, once again, the next example of income statement from the following information. Prepare income statement for General Motor. For which company? General Motor, right? General Motor is an American company. And for which year? Of course, we have to once again provide by December 2017. Next, let us check the number of revenue, how many revenue and how many expenses we have. Sale is a revenue. Profit on sales of fixed asset is profit, is revenue. Profit on sales of investment, that's also revenue. Insurance claim چی معنی میده؟ شما تاوان کردین کمپانی بیمه براتون پرداخته یا مگه چی است؟ اوید است. دیوتی درابک شما دیوتی قبلا به گمرکات پرداخته بودن دوباره پس چی کردن براتون پرداخته. صحیح زنه؟ یا میتونین که به طور مثال اگر که اکسایز دیوتی باشه که شما یعنی وقتی که تولید میکنن یک مقدار مالیه به دولت میپردازن در وقت تولید پیش که قیمت جنس چی کنن تولید شما تعیین کنین. اگر زیادتر پرداخته بودن او را دوباره دولت براتون پس پرداخت اینو میشه یک نوع چیز یک نوع عاید. Discount allowed, that's a kind of expenses. Royalty fee, you know, expenses. Interest on loan, it's expenses. خود داخل قبل چی کرده expenses. Interest on principal expenses. Discount on bill expenses. Bank charge expenses. Loss and purchase. یا کلش یک نوع چیز یک نوع مصرف است. این حالا میریم چی خود رسم میکنیم؟ فرمت خود رسم میکنیم ببینیم که چطوری چی میتونه ما شمار میکنیم. اول با چی را نوشته کنیم که income statement for what? Income statement for General Motors, huh? General Motors Limited, for which date? On 31st December 2017. این تاریخش فقط هر وقت که بود میتونید چی کنید نوشته کنید. بعد از اون میریم طرف چی فرمت خود نوشته میکنیم first particular. Okay, so this one is there. Now let us take one more, and the next one is like the previous one, amount. So in order to reduce the time, okay, fine. The next one is we have to mention for revenue, right? Revenues, and the next one is okay. Now depends on the requirement, make any number of column as you need, right? So next one we have to expand the size of the site and expand of course this one as well. Okay, let me bring some changes in the fonts and so on. I will be back. So in this way, now let us record the number of revenue. How many revenue do we have, right? For example, number one, how many revenue we have, I have just checked on the right side. مگر شما باز قبل باید بفهمین که کدامش است، کدامش revenue، کدامش نیست. درست است؟ اول sales چی میکنم؟ نوشته میکنم sales. How much is sales? Mention the amount of sales. Sales how much? 30,000. Next item, for example, mention the next one, whatever is the next. Profit on sales of fixed asset. چی نوشته میکنم؟ Profit on sales of fixed assets. So چند چقدر فایده کردیم اینجا؟ 7,000. 7,000 is the profit, so please mention this one as well. Item number 3, so please just give a number. Next one is profit on sales of investment, right? You نوشته میکنیم profit on sales of investment, right? How much is profit on sales of investment? It is just 8,000, right? 8,000 is the amount of this. Next one, whatever is the next and next, so you can, or you have to just mention it, right? How much is the amount? So next one is insurance claim. Insurance claim. How much is insurance claim? Insurance claim is just 5,000. Mention 5,000. And after that, one more revenue we have, which is called duty drawback, right? Duty drawback. Return duty رو میگه. چند هزار است پس؟ 6,000. بازی چون revenue خلاص شد توتالش چی میکنم؟ Total of revenue, right? Total of revenues. هر چی که شد توتالش چی میکنم؟ پیدا میکنم. فعلا چند شد؟ ایره که جمع کنیم میشه 35 چخواه 56,000 is the total of revenue. After this, mention the total of expenses, right? Expenses. How much is the expenses? You just mention the number of expenses. How many expenses do we have? So now let us go one by one, mention expenses. So number one is C, discount allowed, royalty fee, and so on. Discount allowed. How much is discount allowed? You can just mention. Discount allowed is just 1,000, right? Next item showing number two is this one, royalty fee. Royalty fee. Royalty fee. How much is royalty fee? Royalty fee is just 500. Yeah, 500 mentioned. Number three is what? Number three is interest on loan. Interest on what? On loan. Interest on loan is equal to how much? Interest on loan is just 400, right? And point number four is the next expenses. Column of expenses, interest on capital. Interest on what? On capital. Archik expenses بود نشته برده یا تو چی کار داری سیز؟ expenses چی کار نشته؟ چند صد است؟ 1200 مجموعی هست سیز؟ میریم طرف دیگه expenses. How much is the next expenses? So point number 5 is the next expenses. Discount on bill. Discount on what? On bill. Discount on bill is equal to amount of 1,000, right? Several more expenses I need, so I have to draw a few more, right? So then I have to mention number 6. What is the next expenses? Bank expenses. Bank expenses or bank charge. بانک به خاطر بعضی خدمات خود سر شما چی کرده؟ چارج کرده. چند چارج کرده بانک؟ به طور مثال 600 is the charge by the bank, right? So number 7 is the next one, loss by fire یا theft یا هر چی دیگه است خلاصه هستیش هم میتونی چی کنین؟ هر چی دیگه شده accident or loss by what? By theft. Loss by theft equal to how much the amount? Just mention the amount 7,000. اوه کل جنسا رو این دوزا برده سیدنی مجموعی چی شده؟ کلش مصرف است هر چقدر مصرف بود دانه میتونی چی کنین شما؟ اینو منشن بکنید. So mention number 8 is the next loss. For example, this loss, loss on sales of fixed asset. If you made profit on sales of fixed asset, that is profit. If you suffer loss, so that's of course it should come under expenses. So this is the amount of how much? 3,000. Number 9, go for the next one. 9 is equal to this one. Although we had to mention purchase first, but we forgot to mention, so let us mention at the end, doesn't matter. So the total purchase is equal to amount of how much? 20,000. After that, mention the total of expenses. How much is the total of expenses? So please mention it and calculate it. When you calculate the total of expenses, it become 31,000 once again 700, right? So now the next point is once again the revenue is more, so in this case again we have what? Net profit. I was trying to make this example to loss, but still we have made profit, so it doesn't matter. Now from the total of revenue minus the total of expenses, right? How to do that one? Of course, 56,000 minus 31,000. 31,000, how much? 700. So now let us find out the difference. Difference between these two is equal to 24,000. 24,000, how much? 300. So this is the amount of difference. So now let us highlight some part of this one to get it in a better way. Okay. So let us say, for example, the first one is revenue. Revenue should be blank. Okay. Size is also the color might be, for example, let us say it is once again yellow, right? And also find out the total of revenue. Total of revenue is suppose this much. This one also should be with this much. And the next, of course, highlight the expenses. Size of the expenses 22. It should be this color. should be bold one, and of course it should be with the next color. Let us say, for example, this time it is with the blue color, and of course we have to mention the total of expenses as well. So change this one and this one, right? And the last one, of course, the net profit of the business, make it blue, increase the size, and as well as in this case it is better to make it red, right? So once again, if you compare how much is revenue, how much was the expenses, you get the same thing. So income statement for General Motor, this was the name of the company, and for this year this is also important. And the next thing is regarding this one. First of all, we found the total of revenue, and this much was the total of revenue for the business. And after that, we have recorded the expenses for the business, and we got this much expenses for the company. And then from the total of revenue, we minus the total of what? Expenses. So the difference is 22,300. Again, the result is positive. So it means once again it is what? It is profit for us, right? So thank you. Please follow us for the next example in the videos.